It's G.I. Joe or Transformers toy review, where we're continuing Headmasters Month with Decepticon Quake. And y'all probably thinking, I did this one before, but you're right. Well, half right. I did do one just like this last month. I did Autobot Hardhead, and yes, they both look alike. For it's the same mold, but two different characters. Hardhead is the Autobot, and Quake is the Decepticon. Big major difference, obviously, is the colors of both of them. Where Hardhead is the lime, god-awful, ugly lime green. Where Quake is a darker maroon and blue color, which I think is cooler than the lime green. Another big difference is the faces on the Headmasters. This is the one that comes with Hardhead. You know, as you can see Hardhead's face there. And then you look at Quake's face. Two different sculpts for the faces of each character. But before we start, we will look at Quake's little buddy, Chasm. C-H-A-S-M. Chasm, Chisholm, whatever you want to call it. You know, he's got the typical Headmaster functions where his head could go side to side. And his arm, as soon as I can get it, here we go, I got it. As you see little fake foot holes, and that's in every Headmaster's head, or feet. His arm can raise to about here. Very same articulation as every Headmaster, but you know, with the point. His legs can spread out this way, plus he's got the knee joints. And his transformation is real simple, where all he does is fold up his legs, and boom, you got the head of Quake. So this review isn't much different than I did with Hardhead, where you know he can typically roll. He's got his cannon where you can mount his other gun on top of the cannon, give him double extra firepower, just like Hardhead. Roll pretty decent, you know. I like the color scheme with the dark red and the dark blues and the dark grays on Quake. Even the glass of the seat is different, as y'all can see. I kind of like the look of Quake with the color-wise. I think the color scheme is a lot better on Quake than it is on Hardhead, but the tank is still awesome either way. And the Decepticon logo with the lightning bolt on each one of the, especially will be the arms of Quake. You know, but let's take a look at Quake in robot mode. So here's Quake in robot mode, forward cannon on his shoulder. Like I said, the design is still the same with Hardhead in robot mode. But you see the faces, the face sculpts are different on the two of them. You know, so before we look at Quake, let's look at the rifle he comes with. Sculpted detail, you know, very good sculpted detail. And I like it with that right there. I wish he could have put a hole into this one to make it look like you can hold it as a string and strap it onto his shoulder, but that's beside the point. But it's still a cool looking design, which is the same pistol that comes with, or rifle that comes with Hardhead, just different colors. I like the gray version better than I like the pukey lime green, but that's beside the point. But his articulation is the same as Quake's. His legs could do a full split, full range of up front, as well as back motions. The legs go in any direction that you want to put them in. He does have a knee joint, as you can see, knee joint. His arms, as typical, could raise to about this high. Can rotate the full 360. As y'all can see, full 360 rotation. Elbow band, he really doesn't have a wrist swivel. but he can move it like this because it's part of his transformation where it can rotate inward. And of course, he's got his head motion, mainly because of his free-floating head, because of his head being a headmaster, being another robot. Of course, he's got our cannon articulation. We can aim for the sky and take an Autobot out of the sky, but it's very same to Hardhead. So let's look at Quake in battle mode. Here he is in battle mode with holding his pistol. You can hold it the same way as Hardhead. These two are basically like good twin and evil twin, so to speak. That's how I would classify them. With Quake being the evil twin, being a part of the Decepticons. But I love that logo with the Decepticon logo with the lightning bolt. I think that is awesome. Of course, with the cannons, they're just alike, where you can actually lift the cannon up like this and put the headmaster right there in the seated in the cannon. You know, it's the same as Hardheads, as you can see. But that was a look at Quake. My thoughts of Quake is he is a awesome looking figure. Like I said, he's awesome with the darker color schemes. You know, because military robots always look good with the darker as opposed to the lighter. But the Decepticons are pretty cool with their designs and colors. You know, it's good to see a Decepticon having a ground troop. But tune in next week as we do an Autobot, and this one will be another Headmaster Autobot. But it's also like Brainstorm last week, where we looked at Brainstorm and he was a Cybertronian jet, and then you get next week's video will be a Autobot helicopter. You know, another Autobot Air Force, which is cool. And our final Decepticon Headmaster, our fourth Decepticon, and our Headmaster will be have a beast mode. Just gear up for Halloween. And but this has been Quake. Tune in next week to see the Autobot Headmaster we got. So tune in next week, and for Cobra Island till all in one. See y'all in the next one.